Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Sir, the 4 specific things where I would like to draw the attention of the minister are it has been provided in this bill that private limited companies who accept fixed deposits will be deemed to be public companies. Now I see an amendment has come that this will not apply to companies getting deposits from relatives. But I venture to say that there are small family companies which can raise deposits from their own friends and associates. Why should they become public companies? They are not getting money from the public in the wider sense. If they are getting loans, they are small loans from commercial banks against securities. But bringing or by roping in all these companies, really what we are doing is that we are not applying the law to these companies but allowing law to become ineffective in the case of big companies, and this is precisely what is happening. For instance, in Mumbai or Calcutta, there are big corporations, companies which deserve to be closely monitored whether they are following the Companies Act or not. This cannot be done howsoever great our desire may be with a limited number of staff. Every year we probably can go on increasing the personnel in the company law department. But the administration of the Act cannot be effective unless we do an ABC analysis and see that only those companies where public money is really involved are closely monitored. And there I say I am totally against this whole concept where we go on providing penalties for infringement. Penalty should act as a deterrent. How far are we able to deter the large companies from violating the law? Here I see a very strange amendment that in the case government does not approve the managing director's appointment, the managing director will be fined rupees 500 per day for the number of days that he refuses to vacate the office. I do not understand this logic. The law should be that government has not approved the managing director's appointment and the managing director should therefore have vacated the office from the moment government has disapproved of it. But to provide a penalty of a few hundred rupees in the event of his continuing in office for the period when government had disapproved the appointment is very strange. The whole Companies Act should be looked at afresh. There should be a select committee or the honorable minister can on his own bring a motion for a joint committee of both houses. Nothing will be lost if this bill is not passed immediately. The bill should be made thorough.